Howdy, y'all. This is Laird with part 9 of Kentucky Route Zero. We are beginning Act 3. And while this starts, I will apologize for how my throat sounds. Just all the talking to a slight number on my throat. It's more than I'd usually talk in a whole stream. 83 and sunny now. Looks like it's going to get up to about 101 by late afternoon in Louisville and 103 in E-Town. Not a cloud in sight, so get those parasols. Major accident just ahead of Bardstown exit, so if you're heading to work on 31, you are late, my friend. Haha. Sugar? Just a little. I forgot how you take your coffee. I'm tired. I didn't sleep well. I heard you yelling. Bad dreams? We were up on a roof, Ira and I and Charlie, eating a light supper. I was drinking sweet tea. Charlie was eating, surrounded by other houses, closely packed, huge sidewalks. It must have been what's the word? A subdivision? That's it, I'm sure. Below us, a group of people were gathered, standing quietly. A man was reading from a book. I asked Ira about the weather. Would it rain on Tuesday? Or when would the sun set? Something like that. He wouldn't answer me. Charlie stood up, and Ira told him to watch his step, and then I remembered. I woke up before I could stop him. Charlie was alone on that roof. I guess he was. It was so bright, his teacher said. What was the word? Imaginative. That's it. How can I forget? It wasn't his fault. It wasn't anyone's fault, Conway. That's what we mean when we say it's it's an accident. Sure. Well, we have a mail order delivery today. Might be a long drive. I hope the truck can hold up. Long drive? What makes you think so? They said they couldn't come in person. Maybe just a shut in. I don't recognize the address. The order is all. I'm sure we can fill it. Guess that'll be the last. I guess it will be the last act of Lisette's Antiques. What's the word? Death rattle. Maybe. No, that's not the word. I just need to think a bit. More, more coffee or something. Or I've had too much. It's getting harder. Yes, it is. What are those boxes you set in the hallway? Those are Charlie's old books. I thought we could look at them together. It sounds nice. Cora should be here soon, but will you wait with me? Sure, Liz. I'll wait with you. There's your traffic and weather on the 5. That's every 10 minutes. Brought to you by Consolidated Power Company. Stick around for Old Kentucky Home with Kate, helping you turn your humble home into a mansion after this. skeletal view of the leg is kind of strange. But that's only if you make a late payment on a follow-up visit. I think everything went well enough here that they'll only want to bill for... Oh, he's awake. How do you feel, old man? All fixed up? Truman says you might be a bit, misty coming out of it, so... What? What time is it? It's been about 2 hours. And what have you been doing? We watched TV for a while, then Dr. Truman showed me some of the terms of this bill. It's kind of... You'll want to look it over yourself, I think. How about that leg? How's your leg feeling? Yep, that's the important part. Conway shifts his leg a bit in the chair, testing it. Well? This isn't my leg. Not your... Of course it's your leg. It looks wrong. You replaced it. I haven't encountered this reaction before, but it's not totally unheard of. I read a paper about something like this last year. It happened for a lot of reasons. Neurological, psychological, social. I'm sure it won't persist in your case. Your thoughts and feelings are still probably a little nebulous. From the Nuperol. That's totally normal. It'll pass. I wouldn't recommend driving for at least another hour or two regardless. Let's talk about a few things you should be aware of. Recovery, rehabilitation, side effects. How long am I going to be recovering? Well, at your age, I want to be clear, you should expect lingering effects on of the injury for more or less the rest of your life. Don't immerse it fully in water, avoid extremes of temperature. Stay away from dusty roads and mountain lines as much as possible. Yeah, dust can be pretty dangerous. If too much accumulates, you can expect some severe shocks. Best thing you can do is keep it clean and free of debris. What do I clean it with? Only clean your leg with a soft cloth moistened with water or isopropyl alcohol. You'll definitely want to avoid abrasive agents like detergents or other solvents. So, you have any questions? Anything about the bill that didn't make sense? I don't mean to rush you, but I have an early fishing trip. Tell him about the payment plan, the bill. Oh yeah, it's one of the atypical clauses. I don't really have any control over the bill now that Consolidated Power Company bought my employer. They handle everything. So, it all runs through your electricity bill now. You can pay it back in full in your next billing cycle, or you can get on an energy credit payment plan. You have to call Consolidate for more details about that. I don't really understand how it works. Something about generating electricity to send back into the grid. Oh, one more thing. Don't be alarmed if you experience any of the side effects of the Nuprenol. Typically, we see daydreaming, deja vu, pensiveness, fugue states, irregular perception of time. About 15% of patients report a general sensation of lateness. Nothing to be alarmed about, just keep it in mind. Thanks for your help. Julian's outside. We can head back to your truck. Act 3, Scene 1. The Museum of Dwellings. How are the drugs treating you? I don't like to take medicine. No, it's good for you. He's a doctor, right? I know what you mean, though. My folks had a peculiar relationship with medicine. We almost never had a regular doctor or health insurance or anything like that. Our immigration stuff was a mess for most of my childhood, so we only qualified for state programs in small patches. Before something or other would get contested, and we learned to just pile on dentist appointments in those short windows. If a cut got infected or migraines were too much to handle, mom would talk to so and so, usually another minor, end up with some pills, and instead of medical advice, every pill came with gossipy anecdotal warnings. Superstitions like all this lore that came with it. Like magic, dangerous and mysterious. Ever run into any problems? Sure. Yeah. Stuff would be expired or mislabeled. Mom was allergic to penicillin as it turned out. That was scary, and one time one time in high school, Weaver got these pills to help her focus. She was smart, but always going off in different directions, mind racing. Like 5 conversations going on in her head at once, and you're lucky if even one of them was someone in the room. You know. So she had these pills, and they seemed to help. I was struggling in school too, failing my history class. She she offered to share the pills. Did it help? At first, yeah, it helped a lot. I had a kind of presence and clarity of purpose that I've never really had otherwise. I didn't want to stop taking them. One day I was sitting on my bed, my notebook was open next to me on top of a textbook, and I was holding a pen in my hand. I remembered this moment from several years before. It came up so suddenly, with such precision. I couldn't put it out of my mind. I felt I had to stay perfectly with it until I'd recalled the whole thing perfectly. It was just a tiny nothing moment. My mom patching up the side of a bird cage, winding some thread wire around the frame to reinforce it. I was fixated on that image and that sound. The cage kind of bending and twanging as she worked on it, rapping and nodding and scraping copper against paint like bowing a rubber violin with a railroad tie. My parents came back from a triple shift and found me still sitting there on the edge of the bed, pen in my hand, delirious with thirst, patching that bird cage with a 1,000-yard stare. So, what's the plan here? What do you think? Well, we got to get back on the Zero and bring these documents back to the clerk at the bureau. Just not sure how to get there. The entrance at the farmhouse was gone. Let's ask at the gas station if he knows another route. Sure. Okay, worth a shot. They head back into the night. Okay, so back we're off to the gas station. The truck's engine sputters and dies as Conway guides it carefully off the road next to a fallen tree. Act 3, Scene 2. A tree. I think faster than I ever was before. Nothing to be done. Just just won't start up again. Darn. You had this truck long? Ira bought it used a ways back. Wonder how old it was then. Do you? Wait. Is this why you always leave your truck running? The sets is up on a hill, so I get the picture. Anyways, know this area? Anyone around here then give us a hand? I drove past here yesterday. Oh, what were you doing out here yesterday? That tree. That bog. A willow. I guess that could be a willow. I don't know much about trees. Hey, we should call someone. Do you know a good towing company? Magic Demon, it is going well. Thank you for the bit. Sorry for that slight delay there. I can't read the name or number on this flyer, but it looks like a picture of a tow truck. Worth a shot. I'll give him a call. Hope I can get signal out here. Shannon speaks into the large brick cell phone held up to her ear. Hi. Hello. We've got an old, I want to say diesel. Old truck just stalled out. Inaudible, irritable noises. Sure, it's late for me too. Your card says open 23 hours a day. Inaudible, suspicious noises. We have a car. I mean, it's a truck. We're broken down by the side of the road. That's why I'm calling. Inaudible, apologetic. No, it's okay. We just need to get to an auto shop and get this taken care of. Inaudible, concerned. Um, Thanks for the offer, but we really just need a tow. That's all. Inaudible and pragmatic responses. Right, yeah. Thanks. Okay, it's. Where are we? We're just out off 65, just kind of pulled up by this tree that fell over. Inaudible specific noises respond. It's actually a pretty accurate description of it. Yeah, hanging over power lines just like that. Did you see it go down? Inaudible assertive intonations respond. Okay, whatever you need to do. How long do you think you'll be? Hello? Are you bored? Are you? Yeah, most of the time. Let's play a game. What would you like to play? We can tell the future with this little tree branch. It's pretty easy. We just break off all the little sticks on each section, count through the different things that could happen. Okay, what should we ask? It should be about you. I can't do both the counting out and the questions. How will I travel in the future? Ezra snaps the smaller branches away, one at a time, counting out possibilities. Motorbike, motorboat, horseback, hers. Old truck, new truck, new truck. These other branches are too bare. Don't worry about it too much, it's just a bunch of sticks. I think they're on their way. Guess we have some time to kill. We could look over the road map again. I've stared at that thing too long already. Where'd you get that old map anyway? It's always just been in the truck. Hmm. Someone must have grabbed it at a gas station somewhere along the line, or maybe they threw it in the glove box at the dealership. My parents bought their first car here. It came with a map. I used to sit in the back and pore over it. Aunt Remedios saw me looking at it, I guess, and a few days later she gave me a map she brought from Colombia. It looked almost hand-painted, deep, vibrant colors, rough border lines like anxious brushstrokes. Really, really pretty. I'd slowly trace the coast onto my finger like I was walking on the beach and say, "Here we'll swim. Here we'll start a fire. Here we'll find a cave in the cliff face and go live among the bats for a while." I think I'll take a look at that radio of yours. Maybe I can get it going again. No point just standing around. How's it looking? The leads here are badly corroded, but I'm making progress. That's what I like about working on electronics. It gets easier as you go on. Or you just get used to it. Almost there. How long do you think we'll be waiting here? I don't mind. I have a lot to think about. I guess I always do. I'm a thinker, all right. Howdy, Dachi. Where are we staying tonight? I'll figure something out. Yeah, I know you will. Maybe it'd be nice to stay outside one of these nights. Power down just enough to rest, but keep an eye on the stars. Be there when the birds wake up. Short circuits, capacitors popping in the morning dew. Yeah, you're right. How far out are we? Are we there yet? Oh, stop. Harry's not going to be happy. You know he doesn't like me anyway. I'll tell him you had to get that drain pipe on tape. Oh, he wouldn't appreciate it. But man, the way those raindrops boom down that thing. I got at least 30 minutes of it. Hey, yeah. Didn't you play this on record? Go-Go was on it. Yeah, Go-Go. Uh, that guy's out of control. We should do a set with him. He's a creep. Yeah, that creep can play, though. What time is it? You've got a timing circuit. Yeah, but yours is more accurate. Harry's gonna flip out. Man was born flipped. I just hope you could scrape up some tips hard enough to get there on time. I'll make sure Harry pays up. Oh, I have a way with him. I know. So, for those who didn't watch yesterday's stream, or for the videos of you or skipping order, that relates to the previous video. They looked like they could use some help. You gonna fix it up for him, Johnny? Oh, I don't know, a wrench from a cattle prod. I thought maybe you... Guess it's up to some good Samaritan. Okay, we'll help them. You're the best. Hey, maybe if they're not busy, they can fill in some seats at the gig, you know. If no one's there, Harry will try and bilk us on our fee. Oh, yes, Catley. Cal, this is something different. Maniacs. Are you okay? Sure. You? Oh no, I'm fine. Thanks. They were in a hurry. Some folks, always in a hurry. Not you, though, huh? Get caught up on a stranger's yarn or a streetlight reflected in a puddle. And nobody can get you moving again until you've let the grace of the moment right into your bones. Like a poet. Or a donkey. I guess that's what I like about you, old man. You know how to wait. I don't think I ever will. Uh, yes, Catley, that is a kid sitting in a tree. His name's Ezra. He is friends with a giant eagle. Stay here. Careful. He's wicked with strangers. you you here to clear the tree? Hear that, Cricket? We'd better get the chainsaw out. Who will pay us to gas it up? That's a good question. These folks seem to have a certain handle on the situation. So, well, sure, something like that. Listen, we've got two questions for you folks. What kind of people do you take us for? I mean, how do we strike you? Probably from space. I always said you fell from heaven, ma'am. Otherworldly. It's unmistakable. Now, here's another question for you. Do you like music? Do you like music? What's that? Oh, of course you do. Say, they should come to our gig. What an idea. Well, we're waiting for a tow. Tow? I won't hear about it. This time of night, you'll be kicking your heels till dawn. We'll fix your truck up. Me and Johnny are a couple of regular gearheads. What? I just put a new cylinder block in this baby over here. The sloth on wheels. That's that's what we call our bike. We call it the sloth on wheels because it's too tired. We'll get you fixed up quick so you can come to the gig. See, we have a regular booking tonight, and well, we're running late, very late. That's what I told him. Now the old man who runs this venue, Harry Esperanza, is a notorious withholder, and if we don't get a few bodies in the crowd, well, he'll go all penny pinching on us. Just a short set. We only have one song prepared. You'll come to the gig, won't you? Of course we will. Of course they will. Can you believe we almost didn't stop? Hungry old man? I think I got a crust in the sidecar here. But Johnny here saw you folks were in trouble. Well, it's all said and done. We stopped. That's all that matters. Our gig's at an old tavern called the Lower Depth. It's over there by Old Charlie Moran Highway, just off East 65, just east off 65. Usually we take it right off the interstate around the arcade. Johnny likes the arcade. That place. I just put fresh batteries on my field recorder. And yes, Catley, I would definitely go to a gig of someone who rides a literal dad joke. Now, Let's see about that truck of yours. I feel certain we can get it running. And here's where I'm going to end the recording. I will start the next one in literally just a second. See you on part 10.